Hey, what's up fellas, it's Vadact here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Just Cause 4. That is right, I'm back. I'm back with yet another Danger Rising informational video. Yeah, the informational channel over here. What's up, guys? So in the past few days, there was actually 3 videos that surfaced on YouTube showcasing the gameplay of Danger Rising, and there was a ton of information in those videos. So I decided, you know what, I just gotta go through them and compile all the information for you guys, all the kind of new mechanics, vehicles, all that sort of stuff into one video so you guys have a better understanding of what's happening with the Danger Rising DLC. I tried to avoid any kind of sort of, you know, story spoilers, so there shouldn't be any of that in this video, but some of the stuff that I talk about might kind of tie into some sort of potential spoilers, so, you know, watch at your own risk or something like that if you're one of those like, I don't want to hear anything about the DLC until it comes out, alright? This video might not be for you, Jimmy. But if you guys are hyped for this video, then make sure you smash the like button, all that sort of stuff, subscribe, check out my Discord, links are always in the description, but anyway, let's just get started. And I have to say, before we begin this video, oh my god, this is gonna be the best DLC for Just Cause, okay? They are adding so much content into it. I think it could be one of the, if not the biggest DLC they have ever done for any of the Just Cause games. This is just huge, okay? So first of all, let's begin by talking about some of the vehicles that are getting added with this DLC. So first of all is the hovercraft. You guys have seen it in the trailer, and basically it comes armed with missiles that can auto-lock onto targets, as well as a machine gun on top of it. It is actually quite a large vehicle. I expected it to be a little bit smaller, but I'm glad it's large. I like larger vehicles, you know, the more the better in this game. So obviously, since it's a hovercraft, it can go on both water and land, but unfortunately, it does not have any sort of visible boost or any sort of jump ability from what I've seen. So another vehicle that I talked about in my trailer analysis, but I haven't seen any gameplay of, is the agency helicopter. But in the interview, it has been said that the agency helicopter is going to have miniguns and the ability to drop sea mines. Obviously, the helicopter from the visual standpoint looks very similar to all the other attack helicopters in the game, essentially. It's kind of like, you know, a little bit more agency themed. So yeah, it's gonna be another fun helicopter to use, I'm sure, and I'm definitely not gonna abuse any sort of sea vehicles using those sea mines. I promise, okay? Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. Another brand spanking new vehicle is the brand new drone. It is kind of like a medium-sized drone that you can deploy using the brand new sniper rifle in this game. I'm sure you're going to be able to call it in using the supply drop as well. But essentially, the cool thing about this drone, you can actually fully command it. So you can basically issue orders to it and it's going to go in that direction. So for example, if you look at a place, you basically press a button and the drone is going to go there. You can sit on top of it, so you can technically ride around, you know, all across Solis, just causing chaos from the top of your drone, just looking down on all the peasants, okay, all the citizens of Solis, and in the process obviously take out agency soldiers and the Black Hand. It's gonna be interesting if the agency soldiers are actually gonna chase after you on the main island. That would be pretty cool, but we'll have to wait and see, because that hasn't actually been confirmed from any of those videos that I've watched. So, the biggest vehicle, I guess we can call it a vehicle because, you know, it is a mode of transport in the game. It's the brand new hoverboard. Oh my god, that thing just looks so cool. And it actually looks pretty satisfying to use. Like, they've done an amazing job look-wise. Obviously, I haven't played it myself, but from what I've seen, it actually seems to be pretty in-depth. So essentially, like I kind of predicted with the cables on water, while riding those cables, the hoverboard gets constant power propelling you forward. Because essentially, the hoverboard is momentum based. Which means if, for example, you take it off of the rails, eventually it's gonna slow down, you know, and it's gonna come to a halt. The way you propel yourself is basically using the grapple hook, you know, you just grapple onto the ground and you're gonna pull yourself forward, increasing obviously the momentum of the hoverboard. Personally, I don't really like that because there is no boost ability as far as I can tell. I wish it had something like the boost in the wingsuit where you can basically use it a few times and it's gonna recharge, but obviously once you're riding the cables, you're gonna constantly get the boost. It's gonna be interesting how that's gonna play out obviously on the main island, because you can take this hoverboard wherever you want. You don't have to just take it on water. You don't have to just ride it on cables. You can deploy it anywhere. And speaking of deployment, as you're riding the hoverboard, you can go into the wingsuit pretty much instantly, as well as obviously, you know, grapple your way around, jump about the place, just do whatever you want. It looks like it's just a very intuitive tool to use, which I'm really excited for. I just wish it had some sort of a boost ability. Maybe we're gonna see a black market variant of that in the future. We'll have to wait and see. So if you guys have watched the videos, and by the way, links to those are going to be in the description, basically you can perform nice little tricks using the hoverboard as well. So like I said, it just looks really fun to use. You can actually deploy it underwater and it's going to boost you out of it. So, you know, if you're stuck really deep down, you can basically, you know, deploy the hoverboard and it's going to drag you out of the water, giving you momentum. So it's a nice little feature when you're stuck, you know, in the middle of the ocean and you've got pretty much no way of getting back to land because there's no boats around. You can basically go underwater and boost yourself out of it. That gives you momentum and you can hopefully make it to land safely before you get eaten by a megalodon. Can we have that in the game, please? So there's going to be like hoverboard stunt courses as well that are going to be available all around Solis, including the main island. They talked about one that you basically ride it from the biggest mountain in the game all across Solis. So I assume you can basically surf from the top of the mountain, from the top of the biggest mountain all the way to the sea, which is just going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that very much. Let's touch quickly on the gameplay, and my prediction was right. The old Liberation is coming back, baby, finally! I mean, for this DLC anyway. I'm not sure about the rest of the bases in Solis, but essentially, there will be chaos objects for you to destroy in order to complete the missions in this DLC. On the top left, you've got a list of infrastructure points for Rico to destroy, just like in Just Cause 3, and it also has like little other missions sprinkled in there as well. Basically, the submarines have critical systems that need to be destroyed, and the supplies, for example, submerged, adding more kind of variety to the old Liberation system. And it has been confirmed that there are multiple submarines. The rumor is that it's 7 submarines according to Protato, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But yeah, looks like there's just gonna be submarines all across the coast of Solis. So it's not just the one. There's gonna be plenty, boys. Like, holy shit, they went overboard with this DLC. Or hoverboard. Overboard, never mind. There are 5 new weapons confirmed for this DLC as well. You've got a shotgun which is called the sequel. Yeah, I'm not gonna pronounce that because I have no idea how to pronounce it. But basically, the shotgun has the ability to push people away and objects away. It just fires kind of like a blast that pushes everything out of your way. The alternate fire on it puts boosters onto your enemies, so that's gonna be pretty exciting. The next weapon is the Stormalong M0 gravity gun. Just like the mechs in Just Cause 3. So you can levitate objects, you can shoot those objects away, you can place them down, you can do whatever you want with them. I am very much looking forward to that. I hope there's kind of no limit on what you can pick up in this game. Because let me tell you something, Jimmy. I just want to walk around Solis with the giant spearhead ship, you know, just levitating it above my head, just to intimidate all the Solis citizens. That would be pretty great. You've got the Yellowstone auto sniper rifle. It's basically an automatic sniper rifle, and the alt fire releases your own drone for you to remotely control, like I kind of talked about earlier on in this video. So, you know, you can basically just deploy your own drone, you can ride along, you can do whatever you want with it, you can issue commands, and it's obviously going to help you in battle, which is going to be extremely useful. And the other 2 weapons, I'm pretty sure, is an SMG as well as just kind of like a standard assault rifle. Nothing too special about them. Obviously, the assault rifle is going to have an underbarrel grenade launcher, and the submachine gun, I assume it's gonna be similar to the submachine we have in the game, where it kind of fires like, you know, the targeting rocket, which is going to be pretty fantastic. We also did see a tiny little leak. It literally appeared for less than a second in the video. The new black market vehicles for, I assume, this month, which is going to be the Sea Dogs pack. So essentially that pack is going to come with a hovercraft and a galleon. So what's kind of interesting is that the hovercraft appears to have some sort of a cannon on top of it. Hopefully it comes with a boost and a jump like I mentioned earlier in this video, and some sort of other secondary features, because I think it is kind of weird how they're adding hovercrafts in the main DLC, but they're also at the same time releasing a vehicle pack which includes a hovercraft which doesn't seem to differ too much from the one we're getting in the DLC. So I'm really hoping maybe this hovercraft is going to be much larger, or it's going to basically have some sort of a cool, crazy ability or something like that. I just want it to be more special than what we are getting in the base DLC, because otherwise, I mean, just changing the weapon on it, I don't think is enough, you know, to justify the purchase of this. But obviously, that is not the only vehicle in this pack, because you also get the galleon, which appears to be the similar size to the hovercraft. I thought it was going to be much smaller. I genuinely expected it to be similar to the toy vehicles. I don't know why I just did, but it looks like it's going to be quite large, which I like, you know? Like I said, I enjoy large vehicles in this game. And I mean, the seat for Rico is actually quite small in that picture, so it does make me kind of think that the hovercraft might be a little bit larger than the ones in this DLC. Hopefully, that is going to be the case. So the galleon seems to have fixed cannons on both sides, as well as the one that rotates at the front of it. But what's kind of interesting about this picture is that weird black object at the back. I'm not sure if that's just a graphical glitch or what that is meant to be. Maybe that is a brand new vehicle that they haven't done the textures for or something like that. It's just kind of like, you know, sitting there at the back. I have no idea, okay? I assume it's some sort of a graphical glitch, but it could be a potential third vehicle. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have for you guys. All the kind of new information that I have managed to find regarding all the new mechanics, weapons, items that are getting added with this DLC. And I have to say, it is a lot of content. There's so many cool things that we're going to be able to do with this, and I just cannot wait. But yeah, let me know if you're picking up the DLC yourself in the comment section down below. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and stay subscribed to the channel for plenty more Just Cause 4 content. Tomorrow is actually a very special video, boys. I have had exclusive time with Borderlands 3, and I really would like you guys to watch that video. I'm so excited for that game, and trust me, Jimmy, it's worth it. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Just Cause is gonna be back. Don't worry, boys, it's not going anywhere, okay? If I upload a different video, that doesn't mean you have to spam the comments, be like, Vadact, are you ever gonna do Just Cause ever again? Yeah, I will, Jimmy, okay? That's what get views for me. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you're gonna have a wonderful day, and I shall see you guys next time. Take care, goodbye. Bye-bye.